Hello everyone, welcome back to the map of mathematics. In this video we are going to solve this nice algebra problem, and here we have n to the power of 6 minus n minus 1 to the power of 6 equals to 0, and we will solve this problem for the values of n, or we will find all the roots, all the 6 roots of this equation. So the very first thing we are going to do is, here first we will write this equation as, here we have n to the power of 6 and we will write it as n cubed and its whole squared, minus, here we have n minus 1 whole power 6 and we write it as n minus 1 cubed and its whole squared, and this whole equation equals to 0. So in the next step we will use here the nice square identity, and you know about this identity. If we have a squared minus b squared, it is equals to a minus b times of a plus b. So now we use here this nice identity in the above expression, so that our above expression will be written as n cubed minus, because here you have, this is the value of a and this is the value of b. So now we put these two values in this formula and we will obtain its output in this form: n cubed minus n minus 1 whole cubed into we have n cubed plus n minus 1 whole cubed, and it is equals to 0. So here we have these two cases, and now we can solve these two cases one by one. So now first we first we write these two factors as n cubed minus n minus 1 cubed equals to 0. I will name this as equation number 1, and similarly we have the other factor is n cubed plus n minus 1 cubed equals to 0, and we will name this as equation number 2. So now we will solve these two equations, and now first we solve equation number 1. So here I can write equation number 1 implies, so our equation number 1 is n cubed minus n minus 1 cubed equals to 0. So here we use the nice cubic formula, and you know about this cubic formula. If we have a cubed minus b cubed, it is equals to a minus b times of a squared plus ab plus b squared. So we will use here this nice cubic formula in the above equation, so that our above equation will becomes, here you have the value of a is n and the value of b is n minus 1. So this is a and this is b. So we have a minus b and the value of a is n, minus the value of b is n minus 1 into a squared, so a is n squared, and plus ab. So our a is n and b is n minus 1, and plus b squared, so our b is n minus 1 squared, and this whole equation equals to 0. So in the next step we will make here little bit simplifications, so that first we multiply this minus sign on both of the terms and we obtain n minus n plus 1 into, here we have n squared plus n squared minus n, and plus here we open this square and you get n squared plus 1 minus 2 times of n, and this whole equation equals to 0. So that now we simplify the terms, and here you see that these two terms are gone and we obtain only 1 here, and similarly here you add the like terms and we have n squared plus n squared plus n squared equals to 3 times of n squared, and minus n and minus 2n equals to minus 3 times of n, and here you have plus 1 equals to 0. So in the next step we will use here the nice quadratic formula in order to solve this quadratic equation, so that here we have the value of a is 3 and value of b is minus 3 and value of c is 1. Then our quadratic formula will be looks like in this form: n equals to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times of ac over 2 times of a. So now we put all the values of a, b and c in this formula, and we get its output in this form: n equals to minus b, so we have b is minus 3, so minus times of minus becomes plus 3, and plus minus square root of b squared, so b squared is minus 3 square is 9, and minus 4 times of ac, and the value of a is 3 and the value of c is 1. So 4 times of 3 is 12 and 12 times of 1 equals to 1. So it will becomes minus 12 and this whole over 2 times of a. So the value of a is 3. So 2 times of 3 equals to 6. And now we will simplify the terms, and we obtain here n equals to 3 plus minus you have 9 minus 12 equals to minus 3 square root over 6, and you will just get here, you know that the square root of negative term equals to iota, so that here we obtain that two complex roots are 3 plus minus square root of 3 iota and this whole over 6. So these are the first two complex roots of the given equation. And now if we will just solve the second case, and our second case will be here n cubed plus n minus 1 cubed equals to 0. So now here we implies the equation number 2. So our equation number 2 will be n cubed plus n minus 1 cubed equals to 0, and here we again use the cubic formula, and we obtain a plus b, so you have n plus n minus 1 into a squared plus ab and plus sorry, this is the negative sign because this is the positive formula, and this is the plus n minus 1 squared, and this whole equals to 0. So now we will just simplify the terms, and we will obtain here here you have n plus n equals to 2 times of n minus 1 into, here we simplify the terms and you obtain n squared minus n squared plus n, and we will open this formula and you will obtain n squared and plus 1 minus 2 times of n, and this whole equation equals to 0. So now we will simplify the like terms, and here you have these are gone, and we will get here 2 times of n minus 1 into n squared, and n minus 2n equals to minus n, and plus 1 equals to 0. So that here we have two cases. The first case is we get 2n minus 1 equals to 0, and the second case is we write n squared minus n plus 1 equals to 0. So that now we solve these two cases and we find the value of n here. So in this case you will get easily the value of n equals to 1 over 2, and similarly here we apply the quadratic formula and we will obtain the values of n, so that here we have a equals to 1, b equals to minus 1, and c equals to 1. So that here you know that quadratic formula will be n equals to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4 times of ac square root over 2 times of a. So this is known as the quadratic formula, and now we put all the values of a, b and c here, and you will just simplify the terms and you easily get the value of this term will be 1 plus minus square root of 3 iota over 2. So these are the three roots of this equation. So in first case we find the two roots, and in the second case we find the three roots. So these are the total 5 roots of the given equation, and this is our final answer. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.